Again, I would try as much as possible to record it as much as I can, so you guys can have something you refer to. So basically what we are going to be using is the ODK Central or the Cobalt Work server. What are they? They are like a server that you can actually deploy survey forms online. You can download them as an application on your mobile phone, specifically Android. And you can deploy them for people to actually use. And the yeah, apologies for that. Like I said, my network is shitty. Um, uh, so just hopefully, I hope they will rectify this stuff today. I don't know. It has been happening since yesterday. So I hope they will rectify it today. Um, I hope. Don't know. So what does this enable you to do? It enables you to deploy online tools to collect surveys, and this can work both online and offline. One of the most interesting thing about this is that it can work both online and offline, and it has been highly successful in places that had um, no network at all. I can remember that we have.
I don't know if it's my side, but I can't really hear you clearly. It's breaking.
Oh, okay. Just hold on. I'm going to reduce my. Oh God. So as I was saying, we actually please at any point in time you can't hear me, do let me know. Although it's not a problem, like I said, I am also recording this session, and I will try and upload it for you guys so that you guys can actually make use of it. So um the this particular ODK Central or Kubo Toolbox server enables the successful deployment of online survey tool, where you can actually access it using your Android phone. You can download it and use it offline. You collect data offline, and when you are done collecting your survey, you send it to the server, and then you can then do analysis if you are online. So what it does is you build your form and you deploy it in this particular central server. Then you are able to access it. You download your form on your mobile application, or if you want, you can send it like the way people send Google Forms. Then when you are done with your survey, you just upload it to the server. And in terms of, so basically this is for mobile. It's mostly geared towards mobile use, specifically Android. And because Android is mostly widely used, is cheaper. You can get cheaper devices, Android devices that you can actually use on the field. I have seen this work severally um, in NGOs. So basically, especially in places where there is no network, so it best fits those kind of places. In fact, I must say, or I can add to it, that you really do not require network to do all of these things. Um, what I knew one of the organization I worked with used to do, like they were a sister organization, they would deploy this their form, take it to the field, bring it back, and you don't need network to actually send them data. All they just need to do is just to connect it to their PC, download the data from there, and do whatever analysis they want to do. And it's a very interesting tool. And there are two ways to actually build this form. You can either build this form using the UI interface that they have on their server. I call it form builder, but it's a UI interface generally. Or you can build it using what they call XLS forms, and it's just simply the use of Microsoft Excel. I want to assume that you know Microsoft Excel, at least what it looks like. That was meant to be a question. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, I do know.
That was meant to be a question. I was asking a question.
Yes, I do know about what it looks like. Yeah, I can hear you.
I mean, do you know what? At least you know. I'm asking if you know what micro. You have you used Microsoft Excel?
Yes, we know how to use it. We both answered.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So basically today, what we're actually going to do is we are going to create um uh your user information on their server. So let me send this.
Yes, I
Yes,
know.
yes.
I've used it before.
What? Sorry, are you talking about Microsoft Excel? Hmm. Network is lagging again. Mr. James, can you hear me? Many apologies for this. This, but
I can't hear you clearly. Your line is breaking.
yeah. Apologies for that. I'll be sending you guys a link to open an account on this particular server. If you can hear me, I'll be sending you guys a link very soon to open an account here. Let me see if I can get the server itself. EU dot. This is very embarrassing, really. I can hear you guys. Like Mr. James, I can hear you, but finally you cannot hear me. Mr. James, can you hear me? This is really embarrassing. Anywho, I would try and record this. Like I said, I'll send you guys the recording. Hopefully, the network when I'll upload it on YouTube so you can have access to it.
I can hear you.
Okay, sir. I was trying to share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I said I wanted to give you guys a link to open an account here. I'm sending you guys the link now. This is the server. Sending it via message. That's the Google message here. Please try and open an account. You really don't need an organizational email for this. You can use your own email. Um, get your information correctly, and by the time you are done opening the account, for the organizational type, you can just click on I'm not associated with any organization. Can you guys see that? Hello, can you see that? Can you see
Yes, I can see the link. I'm trying to create an account now.
yeah, so the organizational type, just click on I'm not associated with any organization. Do your
Okay.
confirmation. When you are done creating, they will send you like a confirmation link via email. Do that, and then you have access to login. And so my login looks like this: your username and your password, and you have access to different projects you've actually done before. For me,
Okay.
yeah, just do that. Let me know how that goes. I will just give some few minutes so you guys can do that. Mr. James, can you hear me as well? Are you there, Mr. James?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I said, did you see what I asked you guys to do? Or did you hear what I asked you guys to do? I must sincerely apologize. It's totally my fault. um, Again, like I said, I'll try as much as possible to share recording for you guys so that this is to tell you I regret. Which other network would you say is good? Can you guys hear me? Which other network is good other than MTN and Airtel?
Oh, both of them are the top rated in terms of internet services in Nigeria now.
You see what they are using on.
Unless
So except MTN and Airtel for now.
If you see,
MTN are the top.
it's MTN and Airtel I'm using like this that they are punishing me like this. Oh. Okay, so
It's not really like this. But maybe you can just go for Starlink for
no,
internet.
Starlink is expensively crazy. Although it's very good, but crazy. It is good. I think it's like 50 something thousand now, right? Hmm. Let me see.
Yes. I think 55 or something like that.
Okay, so each project has like a project summary, your form design, where you design your form, as well as your data when you collect data, if any. So I don't have any data here. But if I collected any data, this is where I'm going to. And if I want to download any data, you just come to download and you you set the kind of format you want to download your data from. So this is XLS, this is Excel format, this is CSV. You know what CSV is. Then when you are done, you can then click on advanced. Sorry, excuse me. Select the kind of fields you want to see on your exported data, and you are done. You just click on export. Now, like I said, I don't have any data on ground to export, so I really am not going to see anything. But if I have, you are going to see it. Now, so for every time you want to create any new project, like I said, you just click on new, and you have about four different options here. You can build from scratch, you can upload an XLS form, you can use a template, or you can import using a URL. You import an XLS form using a URL. Now, for the build from scratch, it is you using form builder, this particular form builder, right? So if I go back to my UI, I'll just click on build from scratch. You enter a project name, the description, the sector, if any, as well as um, the country. So I'm just going to enter a project name. What should I use? Can anybody suggest to me what I can use for project name? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Oh, you can't hear me.
I can hear you now.
Oh, I said, can
I
any
can
of
hear
you?
you now, but your line do break like on and off. Go
Apologies,
on.
really. It's God. If they don't use this, if they don't repair this network, I'm in serious trouble. I have to be going out, and I don't like going out at all. But can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. So I'll say, can you also see my screen? Oh, okay.
See your screen now.
Okay, good. So like I was saying, you have to create a project name, a description if you can, then a sector as well as your country. Now, like I said, if you don't see the sector you are looking for, this, like I said, it's mostly NGO based, but you can actually also use it for your private data collection. You just click on others. And also, I also want to mention that there's a paid version of this as well. This is like the free version, but there's a paid version of it. But I'm sensing that pretty soon you might not be able to use this, because again they are beginning to monetize it. The country, you just type Nigeria and you see Nigeria. You can enter a project name. So I don't know, do you guys have any project name to give?
Project 101.
Okay, cool. Let's do project 101. Project 101. Okay, cool. I'll create my project. Now, once I create my project, it's going to take me to the form builder. Now, the form builder is like this. Anytime you want to add anything to your form, you just click on this plus sign here. If you click on this plus sign, you will now display. You now what is asking you to do here is um add like a label, what you want the user to see. For instance, I want to collect user like people's name. For instance, I'll say, what is your name? right? Then I'll click on add question. Now, all of these things you see here are what they call types, data types. The type of data you want to actually collect. So can anybody guess, based on what you are seeing here, even though you have not used it before, what data type I should click on that fits what is your name?
Test.
Text. Good. So text. And then you can then decide to so this is done basically. When I'm done, I will just click on save, and it saves. I'll cancel. I will then go to this is a preview. Click on it and see what my form looks like. Let's give it some time. It's going to load. And, okay, I think it's taking too much time. Oh, cool. Can you guys see it?
Yes, yes.
So basically, what is your name? Now let me go back, and so if I want to then go back to my form to edit, I'll just come to this edit in form builder. I can then add more. So for instance, I'll say enter your gender, or if you are collecting for a third party, you say enter um uh, enter gender or something. So basically, if you are entering a gender, you want somebody to enter gender, because gender are known, right? You wouldn't want the person to enter it themselves, or you will not want anybody to enter it because it is known. So your gender can either be male or female, right? So you want a way for the person to select either one or the other. Is that not so? So let's say if I click on the what I want them to see, enter gender, I'll click on this add question. Now, which of the fields do you think is I can use for this particular enter gender? So like it's either male or female, right? Which of the fields can I use here? You can guess even though you've not used it before.
It should be box. Is
Which
there
one
any checkbox?
is there a box there? No, let me increase the size of this. You guys can see very well. Can you see can you see the fields that are here?
Yes.
So which of the fields should I select?
Select select many. No, select one. Select one.
Select one. So the select one field, you can only choose one inside your multiple option. Select many is that you can choose many inside your multiple option. If you've used Google Form before, this would be very easy. Now I can then enter my options. So my options are either what, female or what, male. And
Male.
when I'm done, I will just click on save. It saves. I'll cancel it. Preview my form. It's going to load. Um, can you then see? So is it
Yes.
one or the other? Now, this is very interesting to actually do. And when I'm done, I can actually deploy my form. I will deploy it. Then, depending on what you want to do, you can either make this open for everybody to submit, or usually you would need a user identification to actually submit. But if I want everybody to submit data, I will just click on this allowed submission to this form without a username or password, right? And once I do that, I can copy the URL, click on copy, go to let I'll go to another browser, I'm using my Chrome browser. I'll paste the URL and just click on OK, and I can then see my form. And once the person is done, let's say I'm going to enter somebody here, here, and I'll say she's female, and I'll submit. And I'm done submitting. How would I know this? I'll just go to my data and go to my table. Now, can you see that I've entered something, and you can see that the table is now populated? Sarah, Azuka, and female, right? I can also do the same thing for Mr. James. Then I'll say you are male. Click on submit. It's done submitting. If I go to my data under my table, I can then see the new field. And if you notice, there is a date automatically there, an end date. There is a version. For every entry, it has a unique identification number. Submission time. Now, if I want to actually download, I'll just click on this download here. I told you, you export, you select what you want to download, export, you can see it processing. I'll just click on download and it has downloaded. Open my project in Excel after you are done collecting the data, and then you can then see my data that I've already collected. Now you have to do a lot of data cleaning. The ones you don't need, you can actually remove it. So you can see, as this is just the form I created, but it has other what they call metadata, and it's built in for a reason. Use them to, like, your time. You might want to know the time of collecting. These are the version of the form submitted by now. So if somebody has a username and a password, and you enable username and password, you'll see the user that submitted this particular data. You can see the status submitted via web, right? And what else? Then whatever data you don't need, you can actually do your data cleaning. Basically, the submission time for me would be interesting to, and the idea is that the reason why they need all of this metadata, because if you are doing this analysis, if you are doing field based survey, you really want to know if the person actually did this particular data collection or not. And there are other things you can use to know if somebody is actually doing that data collection and if the person is in that location that is assigned to that person. And so this is it's mainly for people that want to collect data and they want to monitor the data being collected, whether it is truly collected or not. Does that make sense? Now, the same way you can download this data to your XLS, you can also upload this data if I want. Now, how do I do that? If I want to upload a data, it means that I will have to create an XLS form to upload, right? And so how do I do that? All I just need to go is just to go to Excel, create a new workbook. I need 3 different sheets for me to do this thing. I need a sheet that I will name survey. I need a sheet that I will name choices, and all in small letter. I need a sheet that I'll name certain. Can you guys see that? No, or can you see my what I'm doing?
Yes.
Cool. Now on my survey, you see this survey, it's where you will do this thing that I just finished doing. Let me go to my form builder. You see this place where if I click on add, the thing I'm going to enter here for it to display, that is what I will be doing here on my survey. You see these choices, are these choices that I enter option male, female. Whatever I have any choice, this is where I'm going to enter it. Then settings are for things like your version, your language, and so on. Now, under my survey, right, it takes three headers. It has three headers. It requires a three header. It requires a data type called type. It requires a name. For everything you write, what is your name, enter gender, you require a name for it. You also require a label. You need these three things. Here you are going to enter your data type, the type of data you want to collect. Here you will give this particular entry, this entry that you just enter, a name. Then you now write whatever you want to display to the user. For instance, what is your name? Or enter your name here. Now the data type would be text. Then the name, you can just say name if you want. Now if I want to give a person this hint that you see here, this hint, question hint, if I want to guide the person on what to do, I can enter a column name called hint, and I'll say enter first name, then last name. I'm done. I will then save. Let me see where I'm going to save this to. So let me just say project 101, right? And you just need to save it as normal Excel. I'll then go back to my project, the same project that I started building, and I'll just click on this icon here, replace form. I will click on upload XLS form. Click on this to drag, take me to my location. I built my form in about that. Go to this page, go to project 101, and I'm done. I can then do my preview. Can you then see, enter your name here, then you can see the hint, enter your first name then last name. So it's giving the user like a guide on what to do. So I can then enter whatever it is I want to enter. Now let me go back and create that of gender. If I want to say gender, I'll just say enter your gender here. I can just say enter gender, the same as I did before. I can put a name here. You can put any name here, but let the name not be repeated. Jen. Then you see when the field that I clicked, I say select one. So this I'm going to enter it, select underscore one. Then I will give my field, my data type, a name. This select one, I have to give it a name. And I can say, if I want to give it a name, I'll just click on space. I'll say maybe gender. That will be the name. Where then do I write this my choices? But this the choice of gender. I'll go to my choices sheet. Now, my choices sheet takes usually three names. We have list underscore name. We have name and we have label. You see this list name? This list name would be whatever name I name my select one, which is gender. That will be what will be here. But under label, what you want the user to see, female, then male. Then you can also give it a name too as well. I can say F and M, small letter F, small letter M. Then this list name will now be gender, and it's going to be repeat. I'm going to repeat that process. Save it. Go back to my form. Cancel this. I want to replace my form, of course, because I'm using the XLS forms. I'll click on upload, drag, go to my XLS form. Um, let's- I can then preview before I deploy. Can you then see? Can you guys see my screen? So I've basically
Yes, I
done the
can
same
see.
that I use the form builder to build. But it's looking like the form builder is easier, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is easier. It's easier to use. But when you want to build very complex form, it is me personally, it is not the best thing to. One of the reasons why the SLS form is easier for me is because I personally am a backend person. And so building things without having to see how beautiful it is not really a problem for me. Does that make sense?
No, I didn't get you.
So I said that one of the reasons why I like building in using the SLS form is because I'm a back-end person. Building things without having to see it, for me, it's an enjoyable thing for myself. I don't really have a problem with that. But people like very easy stuff. Um, I'm going to send you guys this link for you to make reference to it. And I would advise you to. This is basically the whole technical setup of how to build a form in using the Kobo toolbox. Like the whole is a one page, is a single page application. Very interesting stuff. And whatever it is I'm teaching you here is basically what you are going to see in this particular place. My advice is I'll advise you to go through it, and you guys can build your a form, any form. Just build something. I've not actually discussed a lot here today, but the idea is that try and do something and you can share it with me. I can make certain corrections. But going forward, we are actually going to be using the XLS forms to actually build. And if hopefully by the end, the take home from this is that at the end of the day, you'll be able to build this in no matter how complex a form is, you'll be able to build it using XLS and you know, very interesting stuff. Let me show you one of the forms. I hope we still have more time, but we don't have more time. Let me show you one of the forms I actually built using XLS. I think this was deployed um over the weekend. So this is the preview of the form. Let me read. So this is the project name. This is a note just for anybody that is viewing this stuff. This is a grouping. This thing you see is a grouping. You know the way you group in Microsoft Word, where you create headers. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. So the way you create headers and you do so something like this. I'll just create a um, header that I'll just say maybe section 1, section A, then I'll enter something. Then this header would be anything I'm entering under section A will be a child of section A, right? Um,
Okay.
Another header, I'll say section B, and anything I'm entering under section B. Sorry, my typing is not top notch. Using my laptop, that's something. And anything I enter under section B would be a child of section B. I can click on this and it's just going to close basically. Does that make sense? And if I put header 2 will make um this section be a child of section A, and it's going to swallow it. You get? So it's the same thing with what you are seeing here. This is what they call grouping in XLS form, and I can group different sessions. Oh, I didn't create. Oh, this is not what I used to create main form itself, but I think oh, I used a different account to actually create that particular form. So this is what I'm talking about, the different sections. Then this project questionnaire is like the mother attitude, something like that. I will close everything. And you might not see the effect of this until when we start building and deploying and downloading it on your phone to actually use. Then you see um, the effect. So this one, you can actually add pictures, you can take pictures, you can take audio if you are doing quantitative analysis, and you qualitative analysis, and you can also take your geolocation. If you want to do mapping of a particular site, maybe farmland or anywhere, you can. There are different fields for the geolocation of doing those kind of mapping. They call it geotrace. You can actually use geotrace to trace a particular place. This is the web form. On the mobile application, it is different. You'll see it different. Hopefully by tomorrow, we would start doing deployment on phone tomorrow. Any questions before we leave? Any questions?
Not for me. I really understand the class.
You really do understand. It means that I'll be expecting something maybe before the end of today that you have deployed. So you don't need to be taught completely before you do any deployment. I'm just saying you should just try. The idea is for to try. Mr. James, do you have any questions?
Uh, Actually, I wanted to ask the difference between Google Forms and this, but from the explanation you have done, I've been able to understand the difference between Google Forms and using
Let me just show
Ubuntu.
you quickly. I hope my network will allow me. I would show you quickly. I think we have 3 more minutes. So I'll show you quickly the difference. Just a moment. Uh, let me try and join. Hopefully this works. I'll stop sharing. I would, if network will allow me, I will try as much as possible. You know what? Join audio demo. Actually, what's your network? Oh, join here too. Yeah. I'm just going to stop sharing this my screen here now. Just going to stop my screen. I have one less than 1 minute. So can you guys see this screen? Can you see my screen? Hello? Can you guys see my screen?
I can see it.
So this is my mobile application, and you can see what the application looks like on phone. So Let me enter some. This is what it looks like on phone, and you can see the different sections there. If I go to the next slide, you can see the different. This is a different section. If I move on, I can take pictures if I want. I have just 1 minute. Again, this thing can go off anytime soon. You can take audios if you want. When you are done, you copy it. If you can take geolocation, you will ask you for your um geolocation. So it's going to ask you for your geolocation. Um, when I'm done, it will take time because I set, yeah, and then when I'm done, I save it and we are done. So basically, you can actually use this to a whole lot of deployment on your um on your phone.